If you'd like to purchase Magic Online cards at competitive prices, check out our web store at mtgoacademy.com/store.
So this is the start of our first two-man with the rack. We've won a dice roll, so we're going to play first. This hand's fine. We have a Shrieking Affliction, which is definitely what we want to see, and then a plethora of discard spells, so we're not going to mulligan it. So we're going to lead with Inquisition. It's obviously worse than Thoughtseize, but we want Inquisition first in case like his only card we want to take with Thoughtseize is a low drop, like something he can cast on turn 1, and then our Inquisition would be dead next turn. So our opponent catches 7. Let's go Swamp Inquisition. Ooh, so this is the egg deck. One listed pretty well at the Pro Tour. If you're not familiar with it, what it does is it plays a lot of cards that cycle, or like they come into play, draw a card. Artifacts, or like Chromatic Spheres or Chromatic Stars. Then you play Crackland Ironworks, and you can sacrifice your artifacts to get 2 mana, and then you draw cards. Then you play Open the Vaults, which is 6 mana, return all artifacts and enchantments from your graveyard to play. Also plays Face Your Reward, which returns all your permanents that die this turn back to play. So you just keeps chaining these together, drawing cards, and eventually it plays Emrakul, because it gets tons of mana, and it plays Ethereum Sculpture, and makes your artifacts cost less. So we're going to take Wellspring here, because it immediately draws a card. Like, it's almost the same thing as Mind Stone, but you have to sacrifice those to draw cards. And then next turn we'll take the Ironworks. So this might be a good matchup for us. We're very good against combo decks that don't apply pressure, because we can just disrupt their hands so much they can't do anything. So we're taking the Wellspring, and there's going to have 2 Mind Stones, Ironworks, and then they play Tron just to randomly have like tons of mana to. So Citadel, yes. Are these both towers? Mine. This mine looks like a tower for some reason. Very odd. Like a lot of the old art just is weird. Mine and tower. So he's very close to Tron too. Which is like, it doesn't do too much against us. Like if he's gonna win, I think he's gonna win. Whether or not he has Tron, it just helps him out a lot. We could take a Mind Stone next turn. Well, we could like a. Oh, found a fan. I don't run across those too much. So he plays a turn 1 mine. And we're gonna crime him first. See what he discards, and then if he discards a Mind Stone, which I doubt he will, we'll then Thoughtseize him for the other Mind Stone. Let's go ahead and crime him. We just drew a Swamp. Let's see what he discards. A Mind Stone. So let's see what's in his hand. So he has a 3rd Mind Stone and Open the Vaults, which he's not even close to. Ironworks, which is not, he can't even cast it yet. So he has no white mana. He doesn't have like the cards that cycle for white mana. So we'll take the Mind Stone. It leads these cards stranded in his hand, and then we can next turn Raven's Crime at least twice with hard casted and then Swamp. So he has Ironworks, Tower, Citadel, and empty. Or open, not empty. He played the Tower. He has Wrench Mind. Okay, Wrench Mind's pretty bad. It's like one of its worst matchups. Because he still has 2 artifacts in his hand, so it's going to be like 2 mana, they discard a card. I'm just going to Raven's Crime him again. We only have 2 mana now, so it's going to limit our plays, but I just. So his Ironworks and a Mystery card. So he still has Ironworks. We're going to crime him again here, and then we're going to play Shrieking Affliction. Ironworks, he has 1 Mystery card. So now we have a clock. Takes 3. So yeah, so he's played Prophetic Prism, which draws a card, allows him to have white mana. So we're gonna thought seize here, because Wrench Mind just takes like his worst card. Yeah, we just get Prophetic Prism, but we'd rather take the Thirst for Knowledge. So yeah, this deck, if you're expecting like Storm or just straight up Twin or a lot of combo decks, this deck's pretty sweet. It just hurts them so bad. I think it's almost impossible to lose the Storm, especially after sideboarding. Just because they're just trying to acquire a mass of cards, and you just stop that from happening. So we don't know his hand. He has 2 new cards. We're going to Wrench Mind here. I'm going to save the Swamp, because if we draw Liliana, we might want to play it. And if he happens to have not an artifact in his hand, which would be a miracle, which obviously he had one, we'd hit both. We can just Raven's Crime him next turn. He's already down to 11. So if he hits Tron, it's pretty bad for us. He can do a lot of bad things for us if he actually hits Tron. It seems really, now that I'm thinking about it, it's really good in his deck. Alright, so Inquisition first, and then we'll Raven's Crime him. This could totally whiff. There's a good chance he has like a lot of high drops. Yep. So now we just crime him. It's kind of awkward if we just like draw Liliana. And we also have bridges, which are pretty terrible here. And Smallpox. So we kept the Ironworks. He's down to 8. This card is really sweet with Ironworks, because you get draw a card that comes into play and allows you to instantly sack it and draw another card. And it's 0 mana because the Ironworks. So it's really sweet. It's like 0 mana, draw 2 cards. Ooh, map. Okay. He is in business. So we need to draw a card to get rid of that Ironworks in his hand. Yeah, almost everything does at this point, just like the Dark Confidence and the bridges. So we have 2 more turns with to stay alive. He just played his land. We'll hold our Swamp. And he goes to 2, so he has to kill us at this turn or get 2 cards in his hand. It's not unrealistic. Like, he can definitely do it. This deck has crazy draws. Okay, and that's the way to start it. Chromatic Sphere. So that sacrifices. You just siphon a cycle of mana through it. Yep, white. So like, if he has Open the Vaults, we're super dead. Nope, Thirst. Okay. So this matchup definitely gets better after sideboarding. We take out a bunch of dead cards, and we have 4 relics, which keep him honest. Another reason I like Relic, another matchup where Relic's better than Nihil Spellbomb, because they can slowly fill up their graveyard. Like, they can just put a couple cards in the graveyard, and then you have to Spellbomb them to an Open the Vaults, and then they just like fill up their graveyard again. But with Relic, they can't do that. You just keep them honest. You just keep it low. So for some reason he used his white mana to cast Thirst for Knowledge, and that might have been a misclick. And because of that, he might not have 2 white mana for Open the Vaults. Alright. But he has 2 cards in his hand, but we have the Swamp, so we still get it. Like, he might have, yeah, we're just going to cast Raven's Crime. I don't want to cast Liliana, something might go wrong. Might be able to have a way to draw cards. Might have another Thirst for Knowledge. Okay, so there's the Emrakul. So he's on the Emrakul plan. Let's say go. Now that he has no graveyard, we don't have to worry about open. And we got him. Woo! Alright, alright. Let's go to sideboarding. Like, we could leave in Bridge. It means he can't kill us with Progenitus, but I'd rather not. Because we have a lot. We have 6 cards to bring in. Oh, we also have the Wrench Mines, which are terrible. So it's either Wrench Mine or Bridge. He might have Artifact Destruction because we do have racks. He might have like Disenchants, which makes Bridge like. At that point, he'll be able to draw almost his whole deck. So I don't think I want Bridge. Like, Wrench Mine is so bad. Might want Smallpox over it. It does kill the guy that makes the artifacts cost 1 less to play. But then again, sometimes this hurts us. Uh, like the sideboard isn't that deep. Just like a lot of random creature removal and like Topper orbs. So we'll see how the wrenches. Like, see if we wanted smallpox. Um, oh, this hand's fine. It has that wrench mine. We'll see if it would have been better as a smallpox. But we have Thoughtseize, Dark Confident, and Relic. We're not gonna mulligan this. Urza's Mine into Chromatic Star. Okay, or Sphere. Another Wrench Mine. Can't even cast it, so it's kind of a erase. Exile target enchantments. So all those cards do the same thing. So we're taking we're just gonna take this Wellspring. Well, actually we'll take a Prism because that. Well, it depends. Like this helps fix his mana, but this is better with Ironworks. But it doesn't have an Ironworks yet, so I'm gonna take a Prism. So he has Erase, Citadel, Prism, and Well. So next turn we're just gonna play Dark Confident and hope we don't die. We could play Relic. It's definitely safer to play Relic. Alright, there's the Prism, there's a Citadel. He can't cast Ironworks next turn. Oh my gosh, we drew all 3 of our Wrench Mines. They'd still be terrible as a what's it called Smallpox, so it's not making too much of a difference right now. I'm just playing this conservative route, playing the Relic. Might be wrong. Might just try to be more aggressive in drawing cards like Confident. I could Relic in response, but I don't think it matters too much. They're basically the same card. If anything gets too hairy, I can just use the Relic. Just blow up his whole graveyard. And he didn't draw a land, so that's good. So we'll get a card now. We'll take like a Sphere or a Star. The Chromatic Star is actually pretty sweet because you can sacrifice it to Ironworks and you don't have to use it. You still get to draw a card, which is awesome. This deck's sweet. I like to try out this deck sometime. I'll have to get around to that. Okay. I'm just gonna play Wrench Mine. He just discards a card. That leaves me Relic open. Or I can play Dark Confident. I think I'll play Dark Confidant. We'll say go. I'm gonna get him now. He can use Map in response. I'd rather try to get one of these instead of Map because it doesn't. Map's not that good when they're going off. So at this point, I don't know if I'd rather have Smallpox. I really like Dark Confidant in this matchup because it seems like they don't have many answers to it, especially after board. So it's like he's just okay. Mind Stone. All right. I'll say if he didn't have a land, it might have been better to map first, get the land, and then play Mind Stone. Okay. So he's not using them in map yet. Draw a card. Drew a land. I'll say hopefully we drew a land so that we can play Liliana and then keep Relic open. So play Liliana plus her, discard these useless Wrench Mines. So it's kind of awkward. We haven't drawn another targeted discarded spell this game. So we don't know what's in his hand. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what to play around. Luckily, he's not close to Tron yet. I mean, he's one away, but he can't go out. He can't do it next turn. Say go. So now he has Erase. I think that's the only card still left. Oh, and Ichor Wellspring. He hasn't casted that yet. Okay, so we know half his hand. Okay. So there's Wellspring, so now we just know about the Erase, which means we can't cast that until it's gone. Alright, so now he has Tron. There's also a chance he can just cast Emrakul, and that's pretty terrible for us. So really hope we draw like a Thoughtseize here. That'd be pretty insane. Ooh, a blackmail. Just as good. So we're going to blackmail him. So we're going to take... Ooh! We can take the Wellspring, and this Wrench Mind actually gets the rest of his hand. He can map in response. That was awesome. So we're not attacking Community Vault. So now what we can do is plus Liliana, discard our last Wrench Mind. So he has Tron now. Player Swamp, play Shrieking Affliction, and leave open Relic. He's going to go 1 card in hand. Okay. We'll say go. So he has Tron. Nothing we can do about that. Smallpox doesn't even stop it because he has Citadel. He's on a pretty fast clock. He's going to take 4 on winning attack next turn, presumably, and then 3 on his upkeep. So he plays Tower. Thirst for Knowledge, okay. He can also just cast Emrakul. That's not unrealistic to like cycle cards together with Ironworks and just get there. I'm pretty sure you can just get 15 mana. With like, so he has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Goes to 5 to play Ironworks. Ironworks is 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. Yeah, he can just cast Emrakul. So maybe we do need Bridge. That's really scary. Okay, there's Ironworks. So next turn, if he just draws an Emrakul, we just lose. And so Liliana is still a turn away from ultimating. So yeah, we definitely need Bridge. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a card here. Yeah, I don't know. We don't like. I want to draw it into like a Shrieking Affliction or a Rack. Like he can still have a mini open the vaults, but he's gonna have to draw it. We just drew a land. That's pretty unfortunate. And an Urborg. Okay, that's pretty terrible. Let's see what his last card was for that turn. So on turn, he gets to draw 2 more cards. Yeah. Pretty risky sacrificing the Relic, but uh-oh. So he's sacrificing his Wellspring now. But I felt like MT does if he just draws an Emrakul, we're just dead, and we just need to find a faster clock. Oh, he needs to draw card 2 now, so he doesn't even take anything from Shrieking Affliction. Oh, that's terrible. So, but if we have Liliana, so next turn, if we're not dead, which there's a good chance we are. So yeah, Mind Stone goes up to 2. We don't have any way to get rid of that. Drawing a little too many lands this stretch of the game. So you have 3 cards. Hopefully there's all lands and just like more erases or something. We're gonna ultimate next turn, and that's gonna break up a Tron. So it's less likely he can go off. Yeah, this card's scary. I actually played this card in Standard, and it's pretty sweet. I played with a card called Mirror Incubator. Costs 6. 6 colorless is an artifact. As tap 6, tap it. Exile, search the library for any number of artifacts removed from the game. You get that many 1/1 mirror artifact tokens. So it's easily, if you do this like turn 4 or turn 5, you can just like exile all your artifacts from your deck, get a whole bunch of mirrors and kill them with that, or just remove all the mirrors, sacrifice all the mirrors, and like they lose to Disciple of the Vault, which says whenever an artifact dies, target player loses a life. Or just like I played Fireball, which is like the best X damage spell at the time. So that was pretty sweet. So yeah, this card's ridiculous. It's very powerful. So our opponent's thinking, so hopefully that's good for me. Oh, he has open the vaults. So that's not good for me. So I definitely should have kept Relic. I just felt like I needed to get more pressure on him. And him being able just to cast Emrakul is really bad. So he draws 3 more cards. He has infinite mana. He just casts Emrakul. We have to sacrifice 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We keep 2 permanents. Probably like a land and a Dark Confident. Or I guess we have to keep Liliana. Yeah. So sacrificing Relic was definitely a mistake. It's good to know for game 3. Yeah, this deck's pretty sweet when it works. And that last turn just not draw anything between his end step and our turn is pretty painful. I want to see him cast Emrakul, so I won't scoop yet. So maybe he doesn't play Ethereum Sculptor to make his artifacts cost 1 less. We haven't seen one yet, or maybe he sideboarded them out. We never saw a way to deal with Bridge, so we might want Bridges back over Wrench Mind. But again, he could just have like a Grape Shot or a Demon Fire or something like that to kill us. Or Wormcoil Engine, okay. That's it? Okay, I definitely want Bridge now, but... Okay. I think we have the ultimate here. So we're going to put them all the mines in one pile. So, like, we want to put the Wormcoil in the better pile, so he doesn't want to sacrifice it. But then again, like, sacrificing it, we actually don't have an answer for Wormcoil. That's pretty good against us. We can go like this. He sacrifices this pile, keeps this. He has 4 lands, 2 prisms, 5 cards in hand. Play it like this. Actually, we want to keep the Ironworks away from all the artifacts. Alright, we're going to do this. Let's see if this works out. And I think we want to cycle Relic again. Yeah, definitely need that bridge. So he kept this pile. 3 lands and the Wormcoil. Okay. Let's get rid of his graveyard. Let's try to draw something. Alright, let's see what's up with his hand. All lands. Okay. And he still has Tron. This is mine. So we need I think I'm willing to concede because I don't really have an answer to this Wormcoil engine. And I can't like get rid of his hand. Yeah, we're just gonna concede this game. Wormcoil is good enough for me. Oh, let's go sideboarding. We don't want these wrench mines. Put the... Oop, we want him. We want all these ensnaring bridges. Cut a black. Like my hand disruption so much. I'll cut Liliana because you only need to draw one of those. But we definitely need to draw a bridge. He might not have an answer for it. Never saw one. We're going to play first. This hand's fine. We got bridge, Dark Confidant, Thoughtseize. Our opponent kept his 7. Ooh. Well, he has the works. So the Power Plant Citadel again. And it's between Sphere. This one, I think I'm going to take the Wellspring. That represents 2 cards, and Sphere is just 1. I'll take the Wellspring. Yep. So we drew 2 bridges, so hopefully that's good enough to stop him from doing anything. Hopefully we draw a land, we start using Liliana. Yeah, Relic's really good in this matchup. I was just a little too impatient. So drew another sphere. So he has 3 Ironworks and a random card in his hand. Drew a Mutavault. Okay. Drew the Swamp. Whew. Almost didn't get there. So play Liliana, plus I think we're going to discard this Mutavault, because we might need all these to win. He might sacrifice a sphere now. Okay, to give him more of an option, but he doesn't do that. Discard an Ironworks, okay. Doesn't have a land, so he sacrifices a sphere. Druid, art card waste. Okay. Star, okay. Don't think he has a way of going off this turn, because Face Reward costs 4, and there's no way to actually net mana. Okay. Another Liliana. Another Ensnaring Bridge. So we're actually going to discard one of those bridges. And I think I'm playing the other Liliana, and then... So he has 2 works and a random card, just so I can get another card out of his hand. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Keep this one. We're going to discard the Affliction, because I think he can't beat Bridge. I could be wrong. So he has a works and a random card. So this could be really bad for us, because now he's access to 4 mana, and he can play Face Reward or Ironwork. He has an Ironworks in his hand. And nothing, okay. Drew a Swamp. Okay. It's not gonna play Bridge here. We can get rid of 3 cards by playing Raven's Crime. I know I said like I really want these bridges in play, but I feel like I could attack his hand more effectively. Like it's more effective. We'll still have a bridge. Now we drew a Raven's Crime, we can start all our lands turning into discard spells. So open the vaults, Ironworks, and something else. So okay, discard Emrakul. Okay, that's good. Now open the vaults isn't a problem. He has the Ironworks, is the card we know about. So we have a slow clock, but we have a clock. Okay, Mind Stone, and he has the Ironworks in his hand. He probably cycle this, try to keep the Ironworks there when we use Liliana. So we're gonna draw 2 more cards. Swamp and Inquisition. Okay, so this Inquisition's dead. We get to plus Liliana. We have to attack first, and then we can play the bridge. And if for some reason like he uses the Mind Stone in combat, we can get it with Raven's Crime. Yeah, this game has worked out much better. Also, Liliana's at 6, so we can ultimately get rid of a land if we feel like it, but I'd rather just keep him off his hand. So we'll just play bridge and say go. So having Dark Confidant in play means that we can always have 2 cards in our hand on our turn. Yeah. He said he doesn't feel like that this matchup's in his favor. I agree, like just having so much discard makes you really go against decks without creatures. So we'll draw. could Liliana ultimate, and like if he uses the in response, we just get rid of a land, and we can make him discard cards. Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. Because we're going to separate like land and these two. Yeah. Also, the game's probably out of reach for him now, but you always want to tap your lands for mana. In response. Just so you can do something after Liliana gets you in case you get your lands. Yeah, okay. Okay, he's giving me the GG, so hopefully that's it. Alright, so we were able to win round 3 against a Kama deck. That's where our deck really shines. Just keep them off doing what they want. Game 2 didn't work out too well, but the first and third games definitely a good representation of this matchup. Alright, I'll bring you one more video in a 2-man.